name is Pam Bryant, and I'm with Life Heals You. I thought I'd come to you today to talk to you a little bit about paper organization. Part of Life Heals You is around organizing your life, whether that be your home, your office, your papers, just in general, anything that's in disarray, that is in chaos, that isn't working smoothly and easily. So today specifically I'm going to talk a little bit about that pile of paper that comes to you, compliments of the United States Postal Service. Are you, like me, have a pile of paper that's just kind of gets stacked and you just don't make the time to go through it? Or is there some deeper reason why you don't want to go through it? Are you concerned about what's in it, that you won't be able to deal with it, that you just want to bury it, you want to act as though it's not there? Well, unfortunately, it doesn't go away. It's always there. And that's it's very similar to our life. It's not that things go away, things get piled on top of it. But eventually that pile falls over, and then you have a mess. So, just for the sake of this conversation, we'll talk a little bit about how to go through the piles of your life and get some order to them. So I'm no different than you, like I said. I have piles of paper and I just haven't made the time to go through them. And the way that I first start is, these are supplies that you will need. You will need some place to dispose of the papers that wind up not being of any use. So garbage can. It's very helpful to have a letter opener, especially you have a lot of stuff you need to go through. It's really easy to just kind of rip through it. So you can use a knife if you have one of these, some kind of letter opener. Also a Post-it, because oftentimes you want to make little notes to yourself about timing, when you have to pay something you need to do in the future, just to remind yourself quickly, because you want to be able, wherever you put your hand, you actually want to do something with it. So you want to have all your supplies in front of you. So Post-it, letter opener, writing utensil, pen, some manila file folders, as well as some hanging file folders. And at some point, I'll do a video on organizing your filing system. But just for the sake of this, this is what we'll need, as well as some paper clips. And I also highly encourage you to have a shredder for those things that you just don't want to wind up just in the trash. So a lot of this stuff that it doesn't fall into this category. Oftentimes, our mail is half filled with just little flyers and stuff. And so those you just get rid of very quickly. And the other things, you want to use your letter opener and just kind of start ripping through them. And I say do it kind of like as expediently as possible. Just kind of start ripping through it. Take out the things that you want to throw away, the envelopes, the little inserts that they put in it that have no value to you but are just taking up room. So you want to go through those, throw away what you don't need, open up what you do want to keep, and go through in more detail. On the first pass, you really don't want to be looking very deeply at it, because otherwise you'll get stuck and then you'll think you have to do something with it right there. Right now we're just trying to get through the information. And so that's what I'm doing here. I'm just going through, looking at it just very quickly to make a decision. If it's garbage, I'm just throwing it away. If it's just little pieces of paper, you want to create a pile so you can go through those independently. If there's like an article that you want out of a newspaper or a magazine, then flip through it, rip out the article, and then throw away what you don't want. And that way, again, you're cutting down on your paper. And so that's what you do. You just keep doing this and you keep sorting. There's this magazine that you just want to look at. You want to look at it in its entirety, but it's not something you really need to read. It's just one of these, in this case, it's a catalog. Just want to flip through it, but I don't want to get rid of it yet. So I'll hold on to that. And then, so again, I'm not going to bore you with actually going through all of these, because again, I'm no different than you. I have these piles. It's just that I've learned how to go through them in the most efficient way. And I want to teach you and show you how to do so as well, and encourage you to do this, so that things don't just build up in your life, that you have an opportunity to actually sort through it. And it's not nearly as scary and overwhelming as it appears to be at first blush, especially if you do it, like I'm sitting here in the comforts of my living room, simply just going through it. And I could watch TV, or if I'm talking to a girlfriend on the phone, just use that time, put them on the counter and just rip through them, things that you could do mindlessly. And then after you've gone through the piles, then you want to go through it after you've gone through everything, and then you start sorting. You sort in the category of, things you have to do immediately, things you need to file away, things that you're not sure what to do with, the miscellaneous, and you just create different categories. And then again, you just do a quick sort. And then that's when you prioritize what bundle, what pile of paper you want to deal with next. I would encourage you to deal with the things that are like pressing right now or within the next week or so. And this is where a post-it will come in. If there's a bill that you need to pay 2 weeks from now or a month from now, you want to put a date on it. And then you want to create a system where you can come back to it, maybe every week and look at it. So this is some suggestions on how you can start organizing your life. And this is one of the things that Life Heals You does. It helps you to organize your life across the board. And because we get to talk together via this means, by video, then you can see that I too, the one who's quote unquote the expert in the subject, is not really an expert. Only thing that makes me an expert is that I have a system in order to make it work efficiently. And I can share that with you. And because we can do this together, you can realize and I can realize that we're in community and we don't have to do another damn thing alone. Please join me with Life Heals You. Take care.